So, Brendan, if I told you that stepping on a base was something that could be difficult, what would you say of that?
It's a joke. Absolute joke.
I'm unfortunately starting off on the show right here with our shortstop, David Hamilton, not touching second base, not getting that double play, enabling the Orioles to get into this game, and the Red Sox then ended up losing in 10 innings, in extra innings, by a score of 9-4. In case you don't know who I am Nick. I had to throw my World Series champion hat on because after that, I just feel like the flag has been thrown. I feel like this is what you're going to get this season once again, Brendan. We talked about it before this series began. I have a sense of humor sometimes, and I think you know that, where I'm like, oh, how the heck can you root and think that this team is actually going to do anything? It was Seattle, it was Oakland, it was the A's. Yeah, it's all cool. 7-3 coming home, coming to the Orioles, but the real test came when you had to face an AL East champion, which was the Baltimore Orioles last season. And they annihilated you
Oh, yeah.
at your park on opening day on Tuesday in front of your probably your most historic team ever, your 2004 team. What an utter embarrassment and an utter joke.
Oh, the pride to wear the uniform just doesn't exist right now. The team, the only player that I really see, I mean, Cass is a little bit, but it's really Duran is going all out. Like he hits, he's fielding big plays. He's moved to center field, platooning with Rafaela, but I don't see it right now from a lot of these guys. Jansen, he just looks totally checked out. The team has no buzz. And you're trotting out 21-year-old David Hamilton for his third game against the Baltimore Orioles, and this is a routine play. It's a routine play. Rafaela fields it, flips it over, and tag the base, throw it first. Turn two, it's an easy play, and cannot convert.
Just
And
completely missed the base. Missed the base.
totally missed it, and I don't know how your brain is clouded when you got to make that play in the eighth inning. It doesn't make any sense to me. It's an automatic play. Just not thinking, just rookie clouded. Brutal.
We can harp on David Hamilton. It was the biggest miscue of the night, all we want. But this really is a collective effort.
It is.
It really is. Pablo Reyes shouldn't even be in the major leagues. Emmanuel Valdez can't hit, can't field. He's not ready. I'm sorry, Brendan. He's not. We all got so excited about his Seattle 3-run shot. The guy's hitting $110 since. Get with it, folks. Get with it. I'm so sick of this mentality with fans out there that get so excited about one damn play.
It's not just the fans. It's freaking Millar keeps talking about Juan Soto. With
media people are brutal.
Put it to bed, please. It's a joke. It's a joke. They didn't pay for
Rafaela is the next Mookie Betts.
This is what you
get.
This is what you get.
It is so aggravating hearing these freaking comparisons left and right. Tristan Casas is going to be the next David Ortiz. Tristan next. I can't. I am going to throw my remote at the television screen. And the people at Target or Best Buy or wherever else will absolutely love me because I'm going to have to get a new TV every night. But it's got to stop. Oh, the other one, Brian Bayo is the next Pedro Martinez. We talked about that last night.
Yeah.
So the comparison's got to stop. Let these players come up and do their thing. They're their own players. Their own.
Exactly. But what the Red Sox aren't doing is they're not developing the players. They're desperate at the top right now. They have no talent because they refuse to buy good players that are major league caliber players. They've refused to buy them. So instead, you're trotting out the Worcester team. The Worcester team is coming up way too early, and it looks bad. It's not a big league team. It's not a big league club. It's not a big league lineup. The pitching's great, but the team itself is letting them down.
Careful when you say great. Careful. Careful, because these guys are only giving you 5 innings. You got lucky with Cutter Crawford the other night. I'm going to tell you that right now. You got lucky because he was one pitch away from getting annihilated and getting the loss in that game. Whitlock has got to get stretched out more. This 5-inning crap of throwing 100 pitches is not going to cut it in a single season here in baseball. It's not.
Oh, the bullpen.
You know, and you're getting really screwed right now with the loss of Giolito, who was supposed to give you innings along with Pavetta. Now you got to piece it together with Cutter Crawford, who I don't know if he's a starter yet. I still don't. The guy barely can get you 5. Whitlock, we already know he could be a pitch away from getting Tommy John surgery or something. You don't know. You don't. So those are the things. And Bayo really can't go more than 5 or 6 either. That's a scary pattern, folks, that this team cannot survive a season with if your guys in the rotation can't go longer than what you're seeing here. And the rotation hasn't been the biggest flaw and problem on this team so far. Your offense and your defense has crushed you. You never replaced Justin Turner with anything. And now you're counting on Brendan. I don't know if you saw my tweet during the night, but I said to the point that how pathetic are you where your number 5 hitter in your lineup has to get pinched hit for? How pathetic are you? And you got lucky. You got lucky because Connor Wong hit the home run, but that's not going to happen every night. It's not.
No,
it's not. What team in baseball pinch hits their number 5 hitter? Number 5. That is atrocious.
Especially 2 catchers in the same game, you know?
They should both be in the starting lineup every night. Both of them. As much as McGuire completely screwed the pooch in the 9th inning with getting thrown out. And you can't have Devers go in because his shoulder's bad. And you got Rami Gonzalez, who's in a sling with his finger. You had to put your DH, your Mr. Useless player on your roster, Yoshida. First game of the season, game 13. Now he's trotting out to left field. He is one of the most useless ball players I have ever seen on a baseball diamond. He is the most predictable at bat going. He has no arm. He has no speed. He doesn't know what.
No stamina.
Now you understand. Now you understand why the rest of the GMs in baseball laughed at Chaim Bloom last season. Now you see it, folks.
Oh yeah. Yeah, and
I'm steamed. This is only game 13. It's going to be, I don't know how I'm going to make it through this.
Ooh,
but what you see here, folks, what you see is completely unacceptable. So if you don't like it, number one, hurt him with the wallet. Hurt John Henry with the wallet. Write a letter. Tell him how you feel. I'm only the voice here. Brendan, you're only the voice here too. This is our rant. This is our therapy.
I need to write a letter. I need to write a letter.
I need a long therapy session already after 13 games into the season. This is not going to be pretty. My hat's still on. I'm ready to throw it.
I know they're the defending AL East champions, but you were in these games. It was just painful losses. You can't get swept on your home field on opening day week. You cannot. No. This is unacceptable. It's a disgrace to the city and a disgrace to the fans. The fans they've been going through it for years. I've been saying this for years. It's a joke. It's a joke, and it's not.
And we knew this coming in. We knew this. This. This wasn't something that was going to shock the world that they were going to be bad.
No,
it was fool's gold to start the season,
and
now you're seeing what we were talking about during the offseason. Being concerned, putting a team together without really replacing anything. Yeah. I'm still ticked. I'm still ticked with not replacing Justin Turner. I'm so ticked about that. That is one I'm probably never going to get over.
No, yeah, that was brutal. And you're taking a team that was 500 going into September and fell off a cliff, and then you just didn't do anything. You didn't get anybody. And the one guy you added,
ownership.
The one guy I like is Weiser that they got. He's looking solid. O'Neill, Tyler Bombs, he's been fine. But these aren't.
You're still liking him after that 2-run shot that Santander hit down the line?
And the error, yes. I mean, he's been pretty good, but it's been brutal. They have one righty in the lineup. Like I don't know what to tell you. It's been tough. I need to write a letter.
I don't want to follow another team. I've had a couple people say to this. I don't, I follow the Padres a little bit because, I just love Don Orsillo. I can't say it enough. The guy is just true gentleman, somebody that I just want to follow from another team, hear his voice, hear him call the game, hear him having fun. Like I miss that. That's like my childhood in a way. So that's why I watch a little bit of those games when I can and follow along from stuff there. But the excitement feel of what it is to be a Red Sox fan now, it's hard. It's hard, folks. We get it. We understand it. And that's why we're as passionate as we are and we call it as we see. It's you got to get through what you're doing here, but you also have to be accountable. And it has to start from the top. Your ownership group has completely said, after 2018, we're all set. We pack it in. We're done. We're done. I got my yacht. I got my rings. I'm just gonna cash in and not care anymore. And that's what John Henry's done. So what happens from here? I don't know. I don't want this to be a painful season because we went through last season, year before as well. What's this going to be? 3 years in a row?
This might be worse than the worst team I've ever seen.
Oh, don't.
That's what I'm
feeling. Don't.
Like, it's bad.
But you're right.
Very bad.
You're right. That has the makings of not being a great team. The last thing I did want to mention, we're going a little longer here because you know what? This is therapy and I don't really care. So we've got to get it out of our system or I'm not going to sleep. The shortstop position is a big problem right now. Obviously, you have Story who's out. David Hamilton, not the answer. Pablo Reyes, not the answer. Bobby Dahlbeck, not the answer. I think you have to trade. You have to make a trade, and you need a veteran in here. And I'm going to throw a little shade over to Micah Storms, Ballpark Buzz, one of our buddies. I know he's no longer with our Bastards crew and everything, but had a great tweet about old friend Jose Iglesias, who's with the Mets, and he's heating it up with them in AAA. I think that you need to make a call with the Mets and get Mr. Iglesias here and get him here in a Doug Mirabelli police escort. Because if we have another outing like we do at shortstop, I would rather just have my dog go and play shortstop. Because you know what? At least he'd had fun. The fans would cheer, and there'd be something to actually root for. Because I've had it.
Honestly.
So Team JJ all the way.
Yeah. I mean, look, with Iglesias, all you need is the glove. That's all you need. Like, everyone thought, well, Hamilton, you have the glove. You clearly don't. When it mattered.
You don't. You don't got the feet either.
He's gonna beat himself up for it. That's for sure. But look, it's big league games. These games matter. And you couldn't get swept on your home field, and that's exactly how it happens. So I'm all for finding a veteran, just a glove, somebody that I can depend on.
Breslow. Make the call, pal. Call him up. Call the Mets. Get him in tomorrow, pronto. I'll pick him up at the airport. I don't really care. That's going to do it here for Brendan and I. I'm probably still going to be having a nice angry walk in my neighborhood. So please don't call the police on me tonight. No, I'm kidding. We will be with you again probably tomorrow for the Angels series. Tanner Hulk will be on the hill. Hopefully a better day in the neighborhood.
Try again tomorrow.
We'll try it again. Hopefully not the same again. But, you do what you got to do. Have a good night, everybody.
Good night, everybody.
A lot better than the Red Sox, at least.